Hello dear soul, welcome to my channel and to this unboxing of the Lumen Tarot. At first I'd like to talk about the box and the deck itself by showing you all of this, what's inside. Let's have a quick flip through of the cards, and then I'd like to share my first impression of this deck, my thoughts about it, and how I think I will work with it. Well, at the start, let's have a look at this box. It's a pretty big. For comparison, I think the most of you will know the size of an more high quality version of a Lo Scarabeo deck, for example the Vice Versa Tarot, and as you can see the spine of the box is pretty big, so big that a normal Lo Scarabeo tag box is the same width of the spine of the Lumen Tarot. I think this is pretty interesting. I've never seen such a big box before for only one tarot deck, but there is a reason for it. So yeah, let's have a look at the back. The back of the Lumen Tarot says it is 146 tarot cards deck. Yes, 164 tarot cards. The deck itself contains the 22 major arcana, 60 lost arcana cards, and 65 minor arcana cards, and on top of that there are 26 exchange cards where you can decide if you want a nude artwork in your deck or not. Okay, let's open the box. The Lumen Tarot, if you open the box you can see an overview over different planet, zodiac and moon phases, signs and symbols. While working with this deck, this might become pretty handy if you don't remember all of these signs by heart, or if you are new to tarot. The first thought I have to share right now is I don't know if this is a pretty good beginner's deck, because there are so many new cards forming a new tarot system, and this deck is really not Rider-Waite Smith based. It's Thoth based and yeah, even expanded of the Thoth system. So it's pretty interesting to work with, I have to say. And you can see it comes with a velvet bag, and this will also be a really interesting and useful twist to this deck, because I think you will use them. I don't know about your inner monk, but if I'm taking everything out, you can see the cards come into 2 stacks, and normally with every other deck I have a pretty crazy inner monk when I see something like that. For example, the complete Arthurian Tarot, the box is nearly the same size, but it's a slightly smaller. This deck comes also in 2 stacks of cards, and I don't store them in the box, and the most decks I do have in my collection comes in and it comes in boxes and stays in their boxes, and the Arcana Tarot is just one of the exceptions, because I really don't like it if the cards are divided when it's one deck. But this deck might be an exception, and I will come back to this topic later. At first we get 2 bookmarks, and for this guidebook. I think you will need them. Also for postcards with the artwork of the deck in it, of course. And then we do have the big and chunky guidebook. It's a hardcover book printed on pretty glossy, high quality paper. The over 300 pages of this book are full colored. Each major and lost arcana card is explained on one page, and the artwork is printed on the other side of the page. So, and the minor arcana cards are explained 2 cards on one page. And yeah, a lot of artwork in this book to look at. Even I saw pretty many spreads and a further explanation of all the symbols and so on. So this is a pretty deep dive guidebook. And if you are new to tarot, then this could be a very good explanation thing for you to get started with the tarot. But if you are new and this is your first deck, then maybe it is a good start to just work with the 87 standard tarot cards and then work your way up to all of the cards. But this is totally up to you, of course. If we put this aside and have a look deeper in this box, you can see the 12-sided dice. On each side there's a number from 1 to 12, and on each side there's a planet symbol. This dice will become useful for a few of the spreads mentioned in the guidebook. It's red and translucent, and yeah, pretty nice. Yeah, pretty nice. Then we do have the 2 big chunky piles of the deck itself, and as you can see, it is etched in in a not really black but shiny, really dark gray color. It is a bit metallic but not too much, and it's not glittery or something. It's just, yeah, pretty nice, mysterious dark gray. And if you put all these cards together in one stack, then you can see how many cards it is. It's not really riffle shuffleable, I have to say. Even if you put the 26 exchange cards away, it's really quite a handful. Yeah, but very interesting. Let's have a look. And, yeah, let's have a look. At first, I'd like to start with the major and lost arcana. And if you don't want to work with a minor arcana, you can use this as one deck. There are a few tarot readers I know that only work with the major arcana cards of a tarot deck. So if you like to skip the minor arcana, then just use the one pile of cards. But now let's have a look at all of these cards. Okay, for that I will bring the camera down. One moment, please. Okay. Okay. Let's start our flip through. The Philosopher's Stone, as you can see, it's the dice. Okay. Magician, High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hanged Man, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star. And as you can see, each card comes with a planet symbol and another symbol. Sometimes it's a zodiac sign, sometimes it's something elemental, or a yin-yang symbol. Sometimes it's a I Ching symbol, like in this card of the Fool. The Fool in this deck is number 22. So the Philosopher's Stone is the first card of the Lost Arcana, because it's not a traditional tarot deck, a tarot card. It's something to begin and to start with. So pretty interesting. After that, we do have Faith in the whole deck, and Hope. This will be good. Charity, Pride, Avarice, Lust, Envy, and Gluttony, Wrath, Sloth, the Journey, the Lantern, Mystery, Time, Spring, Summer, Autumn, Winter, the Comet, the Merchant, the Artist. And this is just the one card I do know from another deck, the Phantom Tarot deck. This contains also an Artist card, and I pretty like this touch. It's a rememberer. For me, it's there to remember yourself, that you can create your own life, and that it's just lies all in your hand how you form your world around you. Like an artist is building up a whole world on one empty canvas. So yeah, I really like the Artist cards in tarot decks. The Doctor. This reminds me of Kipper cards. A few cards in the Lost Arcana are by the title similar to Kipper cards, so I will be looking if there are similarities between the meaning of some Kipper cards and this tarot deck cards, and this will be interesting when I'm working with this deck. But by now I just can see the title of the cards. So the Doctor, yeah, maybe it's similar to the Kipper. The Soldier, also a Kipper card, possibly. The Executioner, oha, as Northern Germans say. The Servant, also Kipper card, maybe. The Thief, also maybe a possible Kipper card meaning. The Caveman, I've never seen something like that, and I think maybe in a love tarot reading this could be quite funny. And the Sailor, Dream, Science, Heaven, Perfection, Longevity, Tranquility, Beauty, curiosity, occult, deceit, ruin, hell, war, the obelisk, the tear, the crucible, the prison, the anvil, the well, the rose, melancholy, also a kipper card for on my first impression, yeah. Illness, also maybe a kipper card meaning. Remorse, silence, the find, the message, resistance, sacrifice, happiness, wisdom, and 81, the enlightened one. And this is also the cover of the box. Okay, let's have a look at the other cards. At first we can see now all the nude artwork, the Handmaid of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Jack of Cups, Handmaid of Coins, Queen of Coins, Handmaid of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Empress, Justice, Temperance, the Star, the Sun, Judgment, Lust, Spring, Summer, Autumn, Winter, the Comet, Dream, Beauty, the Obelisk, the Find, the Message, Happiness, and there the Minor Arcana begins. Okay, yeah, I don't know if I really need these nudity cards, but this will be something to explore while working with the deck, I think, and for now I'm just setting them aside. Let's have a look at the Minor Arcana. It starts with Swords, the Handmaid of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, and the Jack of Swords, Ace of Swords, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And as you can see, the minors are pretty pippish. There is symbolism in each card, even if they are pippish. And yeah, but I think it's pretty interesting. In my experience, this will leave a lot of room for interpretation, for intuitive reading the cards. But as you can see, it is really similar to the Thoth Tarot. And I think if we read the guidebook, then you will get the Thoth-based meanings of each card. Yeah. For example, the Four of Cups. Yeah. I don't get Rider-Waite-Smith vibes if I'm looking at that. For me, it's a Thoth-based deck. Okay. So, 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups, Ten of Cups. Handmade of coins. And also the structure of the court cards are Thoth based. In a Thoth tarot you will see the Jack behind the King, and yeah, and in the Thoth based tarot you will have female and male court cards 50-50 in the court card system structure, while you have less female court cards in a Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. So now I put everything aside and just want to show you one little really beautiful artwork twist in this deck, and some of you might appreciate it. I think especially if you are a fan of the decks by James R. Eads, or if you have backed the new Lamucci design tarot deck. I think it's the Journey Tarot or something. And as these decks, the minor arcana cards are forming one big picture if you lay them in one particular order, starting with all of the cups cards, just 1 to 10, and or ace to 10, and then followed by the wands. The court cards are not forming one picture, but the numbered cards are, and it's pretty nice to see that, and I personally do like this, especially as a collector. And yeah, then the coin cards coming up, and yeah, there's a big tree in this and last but not least, the swords. Yeah. And this is pretty interesting. Each suit stands for one element, but if you see all those cards in one picture, you can see that the topic of one element is showing up in different suits. For example, water. Yeah, Ace of Swords till 6 of Swords. There's water in the Swords suit, and even in the 4 of Coins until 7 of Coins, you can see the water element. And coins and swords are traditionally not an water element. Normally it's the cups which are representing the element of water. In this case, the cups are representing fire and air. So it's yeah, it's a nice twist, and I don't know what the guidebook will say about it, but I think there might be something in it. And even the wands are pretty airy and not that fiery as they are usually show up in the tarot deck, whether it's tarot, it's Rider-Waite-Smith based tarot deck, or it's a Thoth based tarot deck. The wands in this tarot seem a bit earthy. Yeah, seem a bit earthy. The coins, because of the sun, also sometimes a bit fiery. So there is not one energy in one suit, I would say. So this is a pretty nice, interesting touch as well. And yeah, now let me share my thoughts about this deck and how I will use it. I think it's a pretty interesting and rare attempt to do a deck and to give so many additional and so many yeah, extra cards. And I think to get to know all of the extra cards, I will start by using all the 87 traditional cards, the minor and the major cards, and with this used to work with, and all of the Lost Arcana cards I will try to use as an oracle deck to get to know all these cards in it. So I can work with the deck and can piece by piece get to know all the extra cards. At this point I'm really not sure if I will use the nudity artwork in this deck. I'm not against nudity in a tarot deck, not at all, but I think the deck doesn't need the nudity. It's expressing so much energy that maybe it's good not to show too much skin. Yeah, I think it's beautiful as it is. Maybe I will switch the cards if I do a love reading with it, but I'm not sure at this point. And yeah, I will figure out to work with all these cards. I'm pretty sure nobody will use all the cards while riffle shuffling it, overhand shuffle. This will be possible, yeah, to use all the cards all together in one reading, but then you will have more major arcana cards in one tarot deck. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I could think of just picking out a few extra cards to one deck based on the theme of the reading I'd like to do with them, like in a trading card game that you build your own deck. I could see this as a possibility, but I'm not sure how this will work out. So let me know what you think about it. How do you think about divided card piles in one tarot box? If you are having a crazy inner monk like me, how you think you will work with this deck, or what your experience with it is. And yeah, I like to see you in the next video. Bye, and until then, have a nice time.